Welcome all of you here once again in another session, and this is going to be another one, and I would say better than the previous ones. Why? Let me tell you. Today in store for us, I'll mention this information. We have error detection as always, but slightly changed instructions. One words, antonyms, synonyms as per the sentence-based ones. Idiom phrases used in sentences. Spell check. Okay. Parajumbles. I would say the five sentences one. RC for sure, considering the new pattern in mind. Voice narration, and apart from that, we have questions and phrases and clauses as per the new pattern one. But yes, before I start, I must mention that yes, new pattern based mocks are live at Oliveboard. You are requested to get your first one for free. So do grab the new pattern ones. Let me mark or show you for sample. Before that, I can say that we have an exam fest in which you can grab flat 45% off plus 1.5 times validity using the code exam. It ends 22nd of August, that means tomorrow. One can grab flat 45% off on any SSC course, batch, mock test, super elite subscription in which you get access to everything at once. And yes, if I say the new pattern based tests, I can show you here. Please go through them so that you are accustomed to those tests before the final examination. You have all these sections here now, which used to be there. You have these instructions here, which used to be here. And yes, of course, you have an option to zoom in or zoom out as per your feasibility. Time and everything is out there. Okay. So do attempt the new pattern based mocks. The first one is free for you. Get accustomed to the new pattern. Okay, here we go. So bonus mocks added. Do give your shot. Let's go. Just a sec. I cannot see comments. Please excuse me for that. Yes. Welcome Priya, Wrinkle, Bubbly, Neha, Pradeep, Renu, Nancy, Jay Janendra, Nitish, Saloni, Muskan, Radhe Radhe. No problem. Be safe, please. Shivalras, Radhe Radhe. Naresh, Fanga, and Jessica, Har Har Mahadev. Welcome everybody here. Your answers, first one, and the second one. You got some marks deducted. Have a look. I'll explain then. Wrinkle, thank you, brother, for the presence of mind. Got it? Good evening, Bhavna. So, algorithm for this and that, or algorithms, were developed past indefinite. Okay, developed by, that means the new subject is going to be a team of researchers. That's the adverb of time over several years. That's going to be the new object as it was the new subject. Were developed, that means developed, just V2, past indefinite. So team of researchers developed the algorithm for the new system over the years, makes sense. Had developed, no, but that was past indefinite, not past perfect. Algorithms are developed, come on, that's the same subject and that is present tense. The actual statement was past. Had with a V1 is impossible in English. It is not going to be the answer of anything. He asked me if I had finished the report on time. Had finished, that means past perfect. I remember present perfect becomes past perfect. Okay. So he said to me, did you finish? No, no, no. Have you? But you must remember, have you finished is not possible. Have doesn't take a V1, so this is impossible. ING, not there. This is not an interrogative statement, so just the only option given to us. Let's go. Welcome, Vaishnavi. Priya. Yes, you got it. Sorry. Good evening. Jessica. Actually, B is correct. We need to mark the incorrect one. So B is not in that list. Have a look again. No, B is all correct. Everyone, Priya. Most brilliant is superlative, and in superlative degrees, we use that in place of which. So that's all correct. Welcome, brother. Don't be sorry. Better now. Perfect. Shikha. Select the correct sentence from the options. The committee are divided. Committee are divided is correct. A collective noun is singular in case of unity. A collective noun is plural in case of division. Once you say are divided, that's all correct. But first of all, not on my opinion, it's in my opinion. All of you know. I think we shouldn't do this. In my opinion. So the jury were divided in, not on. And since we are talking about the members having individual opinions, so it can't be its here, it has to be their opinions regarding the new policy. She not only speaks, not only takes, a verb here, no problem, they follow parallel construction. So there should be a verb also, but I can't see any verb after that with great confidence. So probably the correction will be drop everything She speaks, she speaks not only fluently but also with great confidence. Adverb and adverb there. She speaks fluently, she speaks with great confidence. So the pairing is wrong. The professor as well as his students has completed the paper as well as follow the first term. Yes, the professor has completed. Not bad. The new regulations have an adverse, hold on a sec. Affect is a verb in English. After the articles, we put nouns. So that should be effect in general. God bless you, Rohit. Welcome, brother. Okay, so the first one is correct. Now pick the incorrect statement. The project will be completed by the end of the month. But Shikha, it says by the end of next month. So can be in future. For sure. So that is correct. I'm not saying this is incorrect. She is one of the brilliant students that have attended this university. Is all correct. Superlatives take definite. The relative pronoun that is all correct. He had hardly, barely, scarcely, when. He had barely started his speech when the microphone stopped working. Is all correct. Okay. They arrived at the station early. So that all of you know that is a descriptive conjunction. And as a conjunction, it takes a complete sentence after it. And here, after that, I don't have a sentence. So either say, so that he can do this, he could do that, or say, so as to do something, so as not to do something, so as to, in order to, infinitives, all okay. So that's the incorrect one. Incorrect, not the correct variations. All are correct. Doubts welcome. Yes, she speaks not only fluently but also with great confidence. That means confidently. Nancy, great. With great confidence, prepositional phrase, but functioning as an adverb. Class. वो सेंटेंस नहीं, एक बार चेक कीजिएगा. He has commented in Hindi, talking to you, him in Hindi. देखो, सेंटेंस है तो उसके पास खुद की वर्ब होगी, सब्जेक्ट होगा, ऑब्जेक्ट हो ना हो, इंट्रांसिटिव ट्रांसिटिव. आप पढ़ना जरा. दैट के पास एज सब्जेक्ट नहीं होता. नॉट टू मिस द ट्रेन सब्जेक्ट ही नहीं है. एक बार चेक कीजिए. Great. Absolutely. Okay. Get a taste of your own medicine. When you do something wrong, but you get the same in return, it is called get the taste of your own medicine. Just like in chemistry, you are making some medicine for somebody else, but you yourself got the taste of the medicine. In Hindi, majority of you live watching this video understand Hindi. दूसरों के लिए कुआं खोदा, खुद ही उसमें गिर गए. So that's a negative idiom. The first one starts quite well, reciprocating, like he loves to give advice, but he got a taste of his own medicine when his plan failed. Like he advises the others, but his own plan failed. Seems good, but that's a positive statement. It's not the taste of your own medicine. It doesn't have negativity. B. After months of complaining about slow service, somebody's complaining about slow service. She got the taste of her own medicine when she had to wait. She herself had to wait for an hour at the bank. So it has that negativity, complaining, and negative here also. Yep. She complains of slow service. She herself had to wait for 2 hours and such. So, yep. Idioms don't have the literal meaning, so doctors prescribed some medicines cannot be there. That's an idiom. not the literal word. She offered some medicine. No, medicine can't be there. First of all, you can eliminate 3 and 4, either first or the second one. Uh, Elephant in the room, Vaibhav. Elephant can't be there in a room. Elephants are so huge they can't be inside a room. But a room is quite small. An elephant can't survive in a room. So idiomatically, it defines something which is big, a problem, an issue that everyone knows, but nobody wants to discuss. Why should I say that? Why should I say that? Just like corruption, population, education, a number of things in India that we need to discuss, they need to discuss, but they don't. Who should talk about education? Let's talk about. So we all ignored the fact that the company was on the verge of bankruptcy. The company was about to go bankrupt, which was the main issue that we had to discuss, but we ignored. Perfect. Need not check the other options. I can, but that's perfect. We ignored something that we should discuss, something quite important, but we don't discuss that. We ignore that. Done. They had to move the meeting because of a large elephant. They don't have literal meaning. He tried to ignore the large elephant, doesn't have literal meaning. And the tour pointed out a large elephant, it doesn't have the literal meaning. Yes, somehow tit for tat. Yep. Absolutely. I won't say the statement loud, but exactly, Abhijit, as always. Management right now in SSC, they say, is like an elephant in the room. Sixth one was when there is a problem and we have to discuss that, but we ignore the problem. That was marked in the first one. Eighth B is all correct. Okay, the study of origin and history of words, my personal favorite, etymology. Exactly. And Tom, entomology, the same Tom is here, which is to cut. It is about insects, the study of insects. Lexicography, about dictionaries. Ornithology, birds or what? Okay, epitome is the summary, the consummation, the main part of anything. But it doesn't define the brief summary for a longer document or text. Somehow close, but not the exact meaning. It may be the sum and substance. It may be a perfect example. Like someone commented, epitome of beauty. No one can be more beautiful than her. A mother is the epitome of how a woman should be. She is the perfect example also, which is not defined by the given statement out there. When you say preface, we have books and the very first or second page has preface to the first edition, preface to the second edition, third edition, which is quite not the summary of a longer document. It's just messages like I took my time and such and made this book for my students and all. Is not the summary. Preface is not the summary. Appendix is something which is added at the end, especially, or in the end. It's not the summary. Synopsis exactly is. Paragon is also example. Paragon, epitome, instance, for instance, for example. Paradigm also in this list. Paradigm, they are the same. So synopsis is a summary of a piece of writing. That is going to be precise answer for this. Nope, 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 nope. Radical changes are the new changes that are brought. Okay. Avant-garde, something new, something innovative, something new, I can say, innovative. So something modern will be innovative. Radical changes are the changes that we bring. That means we change something new. Conventional methods are the traditional methods, the old ones. So it represents something new, innovative, modern, radical, conventional, the antonym. Those old traditional methods, conventional methods, and such. Perfunctory, not important. Secondary, of secondary important. Superficial, cursory, of not that importance. His perfunctory apology. Yes, I'm sorry. Is that a sorry? Yes, I'm sorry. Okay? That's not the sincere apology you should have. So, just paying lip service, perfunctory, superficial, cursory, secondary. So, opposite will be primary, of great importance. Brief, okay. Cursory is exact meaning of the same word, synonym. Rituals, but when it comes to apology, rituals is not that appropriate as sincere. Sincere apology from my side. So as per the context, both are correct, but preference goes to that particular one. Sincere apology. Perfunctory, not sincere, we can say here. Sincere, the opposite. Superficial, inattentive. Exactly. Thank you, Priya. Teaching something to a thesaurus. Thank you, Vita. Vaishnavi. Arun. Take your time, but uh, preciseness matters. Not stunning, no. Fragile. This is actually weak. And that's how the sentence says the weak link between the two events wasn't strong enough to prove a connection. So that was weak. And the synonym of weak cannot be strong. That synonym, not antonym. Stunning is in terms of visuals, beauty, performance. Wow, what a stunning performance. Substantial, having importance. If it has importance, we can't say it's not strong enough. Just one option. Fragile, weak, tenuous. The politician's rhetoric, everyone here, those who know the word rhetoric, it is actually a negative one. Too much use of one's writing abilities, language, too much use of. A couple of days ago, I think all of you know, I have made these mocks myself. They are not from any PYQ or nothing. Every question is fresh, new. A couple of days ago, I was solving a question. There I came across in the dictionary, rhetoric and eloquence were synonymous. Second synonym in thesaurus. I was also amazed. Rhetoric? Rhetoric is the exaggerated use of language. It's a negative one generally. But that is eloquence. Then I came to know this. It is exactly the second synonym of the word rhetoric. Sorry. Rhetoric thesaurus. See. Second synonym in dictionaries is eloquence. Okay, Priya. No problem. No problem. Oratory the first in thesaurus and eloquence the second for the word rhetoric. In Cambridge, in thesaurus, you will come across the same. Thesaurus, rhetoric, this, eloquence. So, as per the options, we can eliminate logic, rhetoric maybe, but it is actually for speech, for communication, for language particularly. Logic may be applied in reasoning also. Facts, maybe they're in any news also. Data, maybe they're in news also. Eloquence, matching the tone. And second synonym, to be honest. Okay, tenuous is weak, fragile. Rohit. Exactly. Amalesh. Uh, the principal was asked to attend a meeting with the superintendent. First of all, it's superintendent, not dendent. Is wrong. Superintendent, not D-A-N-T, that's D-E-N-T. D-E-N-T, D-E-N-T in just one. Superintendent. The company is facing a financial crisis due to its miscellaneous, perfect description with a double L, not just a single L. Expenditures. Miscellaneous double L. No, 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 just one. Miscellaneous. Superb. Rohit. Haha. Aman. Absolutely, brother. Uh, honestly, sorry for Vivek. Good evening. Hey, dear. Welcome. You are not wrong. You know, this is not mathematics like we have just one single answer. Rest of those are going to be incorrect. You better know we have more appropriate choices. May I say, in A, we are talking about buildings, not people. And it mentions skyscrapers. Okay, you know what skyscrapers are. If you mention B after that, no problem. Cities' populations swelled. The demand for new vertical living spaces also, no problem. Then C also, no problem. Then E has a problem at the end because A, E mean the same. Check please. No problem. If you say that, we'll consider. Obviously, D is the first one because we don't have any other option to start with and talking about the same throughout the passage. A city's landscape is a canvas of its history, constantly being painted over the brush of progress. Just like the old buildings, once a symbol of some era, slowly being replaced by sleek modern skyscrapers. We are still talking about those, the buildings, those street markets, vibrant shops, buildings, shops, markets gave way to large international retail chains. Yep. So they match together. And then we can talk about people out there. This transformation, I hope you can see the transformation not only in A, but also in E. May I say that? Not only in A, we have a transformation, in E also transformation. If you put C here, then E also defines the same transformation. Shouldn't we mention that first and then say this transformation, the vibrant street markets gave way to large retail chains. That's also transformation, isn't it? So buildings were changed, street markets were changed, shops were changed into long retail chains, and this transformation came at a cost of loss of historical charm. And that's the additional information. As the population swelled, so the demand for new vertical living spaces also additionally. I would say D first for sure, and A, E together, and C after them. This transformation, you can see the transformation out there. You are not wrong. You are not wrong, but that's a better choice. Comments welcome. Yes, Ankit. Okay. Thank you, Vivek. Okay. If we pick S and then put Q, pronouns don't satisfy. See S. Mobile devices, plural. Social media platforms, plural. Instant messaging services, plural, have become integral to interactions. That is also plural. After all these plural nouns, how would you say it has woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives, from how we communicate to how we work? I'm sorry, I don't have any singular noun in S that I can recall in Q. Bhavna. But, okay, linked by many of you here. So, P is negative, P, R is negative, and S6 is defining some solution to that negativity. So I would say PRS6. Any option? PRS6, PRS6, two options out there. S cannot be the first one because Q, it has not possible. Just one option, QSPR. Let me check. Q first. If I put Q first, it has woven, can you mention this? It? Reliance on technology. Throughout the passage you are talking about technology, and for technology I can definitely say it as per the predicate also. Technology has woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives, from how we communicate with the help of technology, how we work with the help of technology. Done. Okay, so reliance on technology has grown exponentially. Technology has woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives. How we communicate, how we work. Now you can mention all these. How we communicate. Mobile devices, social media platforms, instant messaging services have become integral. That was positive, that was positive, that was positive. Now comes negativity. However, this constant connectivity has some fatigue and alienation also. We are connected than ever, but we still feel more alone. And that's something which is alienation. I hope you know. Alien, distant. And that's a problem. So it's imperative to find a balance between the benefits and the drawbacks. Q as positive, PR negative, S6 defining that solution. Done. Just one option without ambiguity. It had a better choice, but it has just one clear answer. Okay. Done. Showing questions in seconds. Few of you have done this before. Few people here. If you want to check, you can. Uh, 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 Clearly stated. I'll explain. I will explain all together. You answer these two. Yes, Shikha. Okay. What's the central theme of the passage? The passage is talking about mindfulness, which is important, which is important, which is important, which is important. However, it's not a panacea remedy of all diseases. It has some limitations also. So some two-thirds of the passage discusses uh, the benefits, but yes, its limitations are also marked. Commercialization is not the central idea of the passage. It is marked here only. Mindfulness is an ancient practice, yes, but has no scientific basis. No, you can't say that. Everything defined. Scientific research has provided evidence to support. Dun, 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 dun. Mindfulness is a beneficial practice with ancient roots supported by science but has some limitations. I don't think so we can have a better choice than this. Studies are inconclusive. No, it provides evidence. According to the passage, which part of the brain is associated with the brain's fear center? I can see fear center here, and the Amul Dalda, the brain's fear center may decrease. So that's the brain's fear center, straight from the passage. Which of the following is not mentioned as a benefit of mindfulness? Improved focus. Um, I can see some of these or all of these are marked in the passage. Just a sec. All these are mentioned all together. Extremely sorry. Mm. Mindfulness. Excuse me for the delay caused, but I can't still see that. I'm still not able to see that. Improved focus, emotional stress, no physical strength. I would love to check your comments, to be honest, because I can't see straight. Sixth line, 4 to 5. Yes, 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 here. Reduce stress, improve focus, and emotional regulation. Improved focus, improved focus. Reduced stress. Emotional regulation, enhanced emotional regulation. Physical strength, not mentioned in the passage. Straight. Based on the passage, what's a criticism? In the first and the second paragraph, they were praising wholeheartedly. In the third paragraph, there is some critics argue. Let me check there first. Despite the benefits, critics argue its commercialization has stripped it off the deeper roots. Okay, so because of commercialization, it's too focused on Eastern philosophical traditions. No, it's not practiced widely. It's only effective for individuals with severe. The passage was opposite. It's not beneficial for severe mental health conditions. Its commercialization has detached it from the ethical roots. Straight. And the phrase strip it off its deeper ethical and philosophical roots. When you strip something off, you remove it, you detach it. The practice has become more accessible? No, removed or detached. The modern practice focuses pretty much on science? No, 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 removed. Practice is effective? No, the core values have been lost. That's it. Strip off, remove. Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow or the very next day, we have a class on clauses also. That was phrase. This is clause. Difference? Pretty soon. Ankit. Quick. Okay. The difference between phrase and clause is a phrase doesn't have a subject and verb of its own, and that's a phrase. A couple of words: in the garden, in the meeting, very carefully, the boy with a bag, and such. It doesn't have a subject and a verb of its own. A clause, on the other hand, is a couple of words for sure, but has a subject and a verb of its own. Maybe dependent, maybe independent. Tomorrow, the very next day, we are having a class on clauses. Yesterday, we had a class on. No, they are clauses actually. So who subject pronoun, had verb, it can't be a phrase. No. And the men who had a long white beard, so it's defining men. Men is noun, words defining noun, modifying noun are supposed to be adjective. So that's an adjective, you were correct. But not a phrase, it's a clause. Done. Although he was tired, you have a subject, you have a verb, that has to be a clause, can't be a phrase. He continued to work on the project. He continued although he was tired. So I can see he continued despite being tired. Adverb, clause of contrast, I can say. So adverb, yes. Adjective, it's not modifying he, although he was tired. It's not a noun because we have a pronoun out there. Tomorrow, the very next day, we are going to have. And last slide. Priya, tomorrow or probably the next day, clauses will also be easy. Yes, we discussed only phrases yesterday. We are going to discuss only clauses tomorrow, the very next day. Done, then both of them. Yep, she is correct. That's a noun clause. I can believe, that's a verb, and verbs need objects, and you better know the subject object in a statement can only be a noun or a pronoun. So I couldn't believe this. I couldn't believe that. The whole sentence is the object of the given statement. Adjective clause, but there should be a noun or a pronoun for which we are going to put an adjective. Adverb clause, no. We need object. That is going to be a noun. A dependent, independent will be marked later. That's a noun clause and a dependent also. 25 last, quick. You're done. 25A. Thank you. Will implement, will be implemented. No are, no will, done. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. See you pretty soon. Think like AIR. Become like AIR. And yes, would love to see some of your photos here. Yes, Shikha, the same. Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much. So if somebody is new here, can subscribe to the channel also, and you can get your YouTube PDFs. Go to your courses section, check the YouTube PDF section, and they are all there. Thank you so much. See you. I hope the test was worth. Thank you, Priya, Neha. Perfect, Bhola. Yes, brother. Kajal, Jai Maa Kali, Anikesh, Wrinkle, Saloni, Nitish, thank you so much. Bhavna, Shikha, Bubbly, Isha, Renu, Avijit. Thanks won't be a word to thank you enough. You are like the best mentor and like an elder brother. Thank you so much for the words. Thank you so much, brother. Vaishnavi, Rohit, God bless you, brother. Nancy, thanks a lot. 99% yes, Nancy. Pola, Muskan, perfect beta, no problem. Radhe Radhe. And I hope your health is good and you are well. See you in the upcoming sessions. Thanks everyone. Aman, God bless you, brother. Thank you so much.